This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Ferry, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Oklahoma's return team will have that offense backed up. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Second down coming up.
Looking downfield, it's Hausman. Got a man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And when you run that... a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Hausman. They're working that left side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass.
And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver.
He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown ball. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return. Oh, daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Line gets set. First down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Sooners are flying down the field. Back to throw, it's Hausman. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Tennessee, 21, Oklahoma, 10.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to run it left here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to test the right side with this one. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Boone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got it back on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Sooners decide to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. Turns it loose deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The give to the tailback. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
To the air, it's Houseman. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
No, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Going to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And a decent gain there. It's the stop. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Green 25.
trying to get in the end zone again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball! And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They move the tight end all over. To the air, it's Hausman. Working that left side now. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make...
Touchdown, Volunteers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Tennessee 49, Oklahoma 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Looking downfield, it's Hausman. This time on target. Smashes through the tackle. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him.
And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And the Vols get enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. It's caught downfield.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And first down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To throw, it's Hausman. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Wants to go up top. Makes his connection. Knocked down for the tackle.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man in the middle. Stopped after making the catch.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a
touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hausman. Trying to get to it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Give to the single back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He chucks one out to the right. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right?
Snags it on the right. Still on his feet.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's reeled in. It's Clements. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense has a second down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Applewhite. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Flushed out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got his man quickly. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Hausman. They're setting up the screen. Tripped up for the tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're trying to get to him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The Vols will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Strong, firm tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.